back to my channel, According to Kat. If you are new here, please introduce yourself in the comments below. If you're returning, just say hi. And what are we gonna be making today? Well, today we are making some more home decor pieces on a budget using Dollar Tree and other really affordable products. If you wanna know what products I've used, make sure you check out the description box below. And with all that being said, let's get right into the video.
Okay, let's get started with DIY number 1. So the first thing I used was this shadow box from the Dollar Tree, and I am just taking off the little hanger on the back and putting that to the side to use with another DIY. Now I'm going to just pop out the back of this, and I just had to use a little force and it came right out. But as you can see, there were some remnants of paper left over, so I'm using my Dollar Tree sanding sponge and I'm just getting that right off. Now I'm realizing that this paper is a little slick, and since it started to peel already, I was able to just pull that paper right off. This is a piece of scrapbook paper that I had. It is black with white polka dots, and I am just going to use a regular glue stick, and I'm just going to adhere it right on to the back of that shadow box. I press it on, and then I'm just going to use a craft knife or X-Acto knife, and I'm just going to cut off the excess. And you can see some of the paper started peeling away a little bit when I was cutting. I guess my blade wasn't sharp enough, but that's okay. You won't see it because where it fits into the shadow box, it'll be covered. So actually I didn't even need any glue. It fit in so snug that I just was able to push it right back in and it stayed perfectly fine. But you could always use a little hot glue or something like that if you need to. These are some stickers from the Dollar Tree. They are so pretty. They're kind of like a plastic sticker. They're really heavy duty and I just love them. So I am using the white ones here with the gold stems and the gold leaves. I just think they are gorgeous, and I used 3 of them right on the front. I was going to leave it just like this, and then I decided that I wanted to add some wooden beads to it. So I used this garland that I got at Christmas time. I got 75% off of $11.99, so I got it for a really good deal. So I'm just using some wired raffia. You can get this at the Dollar Tree. And I am just taking those wooden beads and putting them right on the top. I first started with 10 wooden beads, and then I realized I wanted it a little larger, so I added 2 more, and I ended up with 12. I was planning on hanging this up on with the wooden beads, but then I decided that I really liked the way it looked, and I thought it had like a little purse look to it, so I decided to leave it on the table and make it look like a little purse, but you could also hang it up using the wooden bead hanger. So I'm using this glue from the Dollar Tree. It is the super glue gel. I love this stuff, and a little hot glue just to hold it in place right away while the other glue set up. And I just held it there for a minute and it stayed really well. I can actually carry it around and it will not come apart. Now, since I put it on laying down, I didn't realize there was a little bit of a space at the top, but remember, if there are any problems, there are solutions, and I thought of a solution and I actually liked it even better. So I just took some of this ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and I am just going to tie a little bow right there on the end, and that kind of pushed the beads closer together, and it gave it even more of a purse look. So I love how that looks, and I'm just going to cut off any excess from the little tails of the bow. And this is it. I hope you like this as much as I do.
Looking up at a tree, I remember how it started. I was lost in a dream when the fire in my heart said, an open rose. I've already found sunlight, the feeling grows, and anything sounds alright. I'm breaking loose, living in the
moving on to DIY number 2. So the first thing I did was I took these thickers. They're really thick stickers from Walmart, and this Waverly chalk paint in Elephant, also from Walmart, and I am going to paint the word blessings. I did not want it to be pink, so I just decided to paint it the elephant color, which is a nice dark gray. I'm using this Waverly chalk paint in Pool as well, and one of these Dollar Tree cutting boards. I love these for crafting, and they make the perfect backdrops for signs and things like that. So I'm taking some painter's tape, and it is helping me create some lines for the paint. And you can see I am just using one as a spacer, and the other one I will just adhere down. So that's going to be my spacer, and you're going to see I'm going to just put this right here, and now I know that my two edges are the same size, and now the two inner stripes are going to be a little thinner than the outer stripe, and that's okay. I will like how that looks. And you can see this painter's tape really just kind of pulls away so easily because those cutting boards are super slick. So just know that going forward, make sure you push them down really well. I am using this oral swab as a stencil. I love this, and I've used them before. I got the idea from Jazz from DIY Homes and Crafts, and I just love using this. And the paint just does not seep underneath, and I get a nice crisp line. I do have a link for it below in my description box, and I get them off of Amazon, and you get like a bajillion. And actually this one I've used before. I just wash it out and I reuse it. So I'm just using the stippling motion, and you can see how it goes on so nicely. And if you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And yeah, thanks. And you can see I'm just going right around the edges as well. I do not do the back, but just the front. And I love how this turns out. Now I am using that same wired raffia. You can get it at Dollar Tree. This is just a strips. I got a bunch of strips of them, I think from Michael's or Hobby Lobby one time. But I do have some wired raffia as well from the Dollar Tree, which you get in mine. You get it in the floral section. And you can see I just make a ring with it, and this is how I make a simple small wreath. I'm using these boxwood greeneries that I get from Hobby Lobby in a huge, not a swag, what's that called? What is that called? Garland, a garland. And I just rip it apart, and it goes such a long way, and you can get them for like, I don't know, $10, $11, and you get so much of it, and it lasts you forever. So I'm just hot gluing it right onto that wired raffia. And that's how I make a simple wreath. So easy. And now I'm taking this checkered ribbon, and I'm just going to loop it right around the top of that wreath, wherever I consider the top. I'm going to cut off any excess, and I'm just going to hot glue that ribbon together right at the top, and then I will just lay that right over the cutting board, and you'll see I'll hot glue that to the back. And super easy. I didn't put a bow on or anything. I liked the simple look, and I think that looks really cute. I'm now taking off the sticker now that I gave it 2 good coats and it's dry. And I am also pulling off the painter's tape, and you can see how crisp those lines look. This turned out so pretty. I loved the blue with the warm wood. Loved the look of that. And you can see the thinner stripes in the middle compared to the outer stripes. And then I'm just taking the blessings sticker, the thicker sticker, and putting it right there at the bottom, and it stuck perfectly fine. I didn't need any extra glue. And I didn't want to forget the little dot for the eye. And there you go. So now I'm just going to take the wreath and just loop it right over the back of it and hot glue that ribbon right to the back. You can also add a hanger on the back of it if you'd like, or a stand, but I was okay with leaning it right up against my wall. But again, you can add whatever you'd like. And this is done. I hope you like it as much as I do.
with you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, it's making me feel.
And lastly, DIY number 3. But first, I just want to take a quick moment and thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. If you're not familiar with Skillshare, it is an online learning community for creatives where millions come together to take the next step in their creative journey. Skillshare offers thousands of inspiring classes for creative people just like us on topics including illustration, design, photography, and even crafting. Skillshare is for so many different levels. You could be a beginner, a pro, or all the way to a master, and you will find so many classes just for you. I love that most classes are under 60 minutes with short lessons to fit any schedule. You can see right here on your screen that they're broken up into segments, so you could watch them in like 5-minute increments, or you can watch it all at once. One class that I took that I loved was building an Etsy shop that sells by Parker Guard. I thought it was really helpful because it gave me strategies that I could use when I open my Etsy shop, and it also gave me examples of shops that are successful. I'm so excited because the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a free trial of premium membership so you can explore your creativity. So if you would like access to thousands of inspiring classes, make sure you check Skillshare out. And back to the DIY. So the first thing I did was I took these wooden letters I got off of Amazon. You get about 200 in the pack, and I love them. $9.99, can't beat it. I will have a link below. And I'm taking my antique wax in Waverly, and I am giving them a very light coat, and I'm even going back with a wet wipe, and I will just go right on top like a baby wipe, and this will take off even more just because it has a little wetness to it. I did not want them too dark. Now I'm taking these wooden little tags that I got from, I want to say Hobby Lobby or Walmart, but I do think it was Walmart, and you got 10 in the pack and they were really inexpensive. I'm taking some super glue gel, and I like using that on this type of project when I put wood like this together, when I'm putting letters on, because the tip is super tiny, and I can move it if it's not straight. You know how hot glue dries really fast? This gives you a little leeway before it dries. And it just says, I heart you, for I love you. And I am going to put this right at the top of a little sign I'm making. Super cute. You could paint those a color. I just wanted the wooden look, and I like how that looks. Now I'm taking this wall art from Dollar Tree, and I am going to take out the glass and everything in the back. Now the back of it is a cardboard, and I want that cardboard because it's thick, so it's perfect. So I'll show you what I'm going to do here. Now I'm taking this adhesive cork sheet from Dollar Tree, and you can see I am right on the back where the sticker part is. I am just tracing it out so I know the exact size, and then I'm going to cut that so it is going to match up with the back perfectly. And you can see I'm going to use that adhesive to help me out, and I just put that right on top. I can't believe I got it right the first time. I lay it right inside with no glass, and you can see I'm just pushing those down. Actually, I think the glass is on there, but I do take it off. I just wanted to see. All right. Or I maybe forgot. I don't know. All right. So now you can see I am taking that ribbon, and I'm just laying that over the top, and I'm going to just pull it right to the back with some hot glue. I will hold that in place. Cut off any excess, hot glue the other side, and just push that right down. Now I'm going to take this twine and feed it right through the back of the wooden tag. And I will take this twine and wrap it around in the back. And instead of hot gluing it, I will just tie it into a tight knot. Make sure you tie it tight, or else the tag could slide down a bit. But I decided to tie it instead of glue it, just in case I wanted to change it out. You could put cards on here or pictures or anything like that, but there's so many possibilities, and I love how it looks. And this is done. I hope you like it as much as I do.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. life with no distractions. We'll get away.
And here we are at the final reveal, my favorite part of the video because we get to recap everything we just made. So the first thing we made was this shadow box purse. I love how this turned out, especially with those Dollar Tree stickers. They are so high-end looking, and this is just so shabby chic. Love it. Next up was the Blessings wreath stand. I loved this one too. The colors together, the farmhouse look, it is just so pretty. And last but not least is the I Love You cork board. There's so many possibilities with this, and it was so easy to make. So you tell me, which one of these is your favorite? In the comments below, tell me which one's your favorite. I'm gonna go with the Blessings wreath stand. I loved this one and just love the way it looks with everything. So you tell me which one's yours, and thanks for watching, guys.
So that's it, that's the end of my video. I hope you liked everything you saw here today, and I hope it inspires you to make something of your own. If you have not checked me out on Instagram over at Cat Luna Designs, please do so. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love if you did. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye! Hi, welcome back to my channel, According to Kat. I hope it inspires you to make something of your own. So that's it, no. Too loud. If you have not checked me out on Instagram over at Cat Luna Designs, I would love if you did.